system that merges real-time action with strategic command-based combat. For starters, each press of the square button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword. Cloud attacks, dodges, and blocks all in real time. His standard attacks do some damage, but they barely scratch the surface of Cloud's true potential. Succeeding on the battlefield requires much more than just hacking and slashing. Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks. Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where time slows to a crawl and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さんいかがでしょう。
I think the audience would like to see more. Isn't that right, everyone?
Fair enough. Good point. Good point.
Yeah?
Well, once in tactical mode, you can choose to perform various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack. Using an item in battle will deplete an ATB charge, and if Cloud has the right materia equipped and enough MP, he can use ATB charges to cast spells. Of course, this being a remake, we're sure to see some familiar faces. With the use of his iconic gun arm, Barret is able to target enemies at a distance. Barret's standard attacks generate ATB charges similar to Cloud, but his abilities are entirely different. Switching between characters in combat is done with a single button press, which makes rotating through party members a snap. Speaking of other party members, Katase-san, when are we going to see Tifa in action?
Maybe soon.
All right. Characters will continue to fight even when you're not controlling them directly, but it's up to you to choose how and when ATB charges are used. You can maximize your effectiveness by switching between characters or issuing commands to characters with full ATB bars. Every enemy has a focus gauge that fills up as you do damage. When the gauge is full, the enemy becomes staggered and you'll deal bonus damage. Tactical mode evokes the command selections from the original Final Fantasy VII and allows players to enjoy battle while taking the time to think strategically. For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution. Shortcuts make combat extremely dynamic, but the choice of using them is entirely up to you. Right, Katase-san?
そうですね、プレイスタイルに合わせて楽しめるゲームになっておりますので、ぜひご期待ください。
That's right. The game has been made so that you can choose how to play. I hope players get excited about this.
Well, that's a brief introduction to combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we look forward to showing you a whole lot more in the coming months. For now, let's see how Cloud and Barret do against a more formidable foe.
You double-crossing!
Heads up.
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, with the internals to be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Shit!
Should I be worried?
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
I'm waiting.
I ain't gonna get away. Oh yeah! Time for some hardcore payback.
Going all out.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine. Bring it on.
Light
damn time! Ain't that something you want to say to yours?
Bingo. Focus on that core.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Take him down.
This is now. You're mine.
Damn it. Need to heal up soon. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Suck on this!
Strike now.
Fire
before
and
it
one
fires
off!
again.
Come get some! Hey, it's doing that thing again!
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again! Now, get in there and get that!
Not a repair kit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quickly with Screw.
The fire coming! The fire coming! This one right here is for the planet! We gonna let this thing be pushing us around? I don't think so. And down goes another! Oh, you in for it now!
Taking over. Going in. You're as good as dead.
Shit! Fuck!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done. These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
You can have it for saving my life. You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god. Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Have you been a good girl?
heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped. My turn.
Get going.
Got you now.
You're not real. You're...
Cloud, I have a favor to ask of you. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Hold on to that hatred.
Hey, just the son I wanted to see.
Keep your eyes closed.
I know what happened with you guys in Seattle.
Singing a strange tune.
How do you feel?
With us misfits.
Come on! Gotcha!
If you could just
Ready when you are, young master.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
all of your fears.
Oh my gosh.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful, man.
Time to hit the road.
They are just
It'll be fine, Daniel. As long as we're together.
I want to see what his power can do.
Come on, Daniel. You got this.
Starting to be able to control his powers.
Oh no.
No, I shouldn't do this.
Stop it, you crazy?
On the ground, now. Whoa.
Oh my god.
I miss Dad.
I'm so sorry, Daniel. I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug.
What a nice dude, man.
It's the puppy. The puppy.
We got a puppy!
Daniel, come on.
Run!
Do it, Daniel, now.
Oh, this is gonna be the cliffhanger.
That's so sad!
God damn it.
Stop, Daniel. I said stop.
Don't grab me!
That was so intense.
It's my power, not yours.
What the?
No, that's the ending, isn't it?
This game is awesome.
From ages long ago, miasma has blanketed the world. Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check, but the crystal's power is not eternal. These are the chronicles of brave young adventurers who journey to protect their home. These are the Crystal Chronicles.
If we had no crystals, miasma would consume us all, correct?
Never did I imagine that it could be so bright.
In online multiplayer mode. Caravan with friends wherever they may be. Keep the adventure close at hand. The journey now unfolds on smartphones. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. This winter, embark on a new journey once more.
The journey begins!
Lead us on our way.
This should be fun.
This world is full of mysteries.
Prepare yourself! I will not lose to you!
Now the true lesson begins.
The hunt is on.
This is the beginning of your end.
Conjure lightning! This will settle things.
My blade protects those in need.
Now seal the deal!
Let's end this, shall we?
My brand, I'll strike you down.
I'm ready.
For you?
This is our chance.
Octopath Traveler. It's bigger! It's better! It's the one, the only, the builder's builder of a game! It's Dragon Quest Builders 2! The children of Hargon, the vile cult that worships destruction, has outlawed the building, cooking, and creation of all things, and captured the builders! All hope seems to be lost until you, a young apprentice builder, manages to escape the clutches of evil. Washed up on the deserted shores of the Isle of Awakening, and with the help of your spirited and mysterious companion, Malroth, it is up to you to doff your mallet and club, unravel the riddles of this land, and defeat the hateful children of Hargon. Travel the diverse islands and discover your true potential as a master builder.
Yay!
There is a land of adventure with many islands offering unlimited building combinations. You will have to master new crafting skills on each island, with more to do and even more to create. Everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is much, much bigger! Build huge structures in a larger world with more variety and options than ever before, and with a little help from the eager islanders. The world is humongous, and you'll need your wits about you to get around. Run across open fields and explore ruins, treacherous mines, and spectacular castles. Dive into the watery depths to discover hidden treasures. Climb the highest mountains to catch the sunset, and glide home to rest up for your next day of adventure. But beware, monsters roam this land and will need to be dispatched with cunning composure. Luckily, accompanying you on your quest is the enigmatic Malroth, an aggressive amnesiac with a fondness for fighting foes. Use powerful attacks on the battlefield to take down monstrous beasts! Work together with your villagers to till soil, plant seeds, and raise a multitude of crops. Be sure to customize the way you build your fields to support the kind of crops you're growing. Harvest anything from the humble cabbage and wheat to tantalizingly tasty tomatoes. Big projects require big help. You and 3 friends can team up online to build anything you can imagine. Let your creativity run wild! The only limit is your imagination, so call on your friends and build your fate together! The road you build is paved with peril, young builder. Only you can defeat the children of Hargon. Bring an end to destruction and save the world in Dragon Quest Builders 2!
Well, you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. You shall not escape me, Darkspawn!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary.
Do not lose heart. Do not look back. Remember, you're the Luminary. We believe in you.
Battalion 1944 recaptures the core of classic competitive first-person shooters. You'll need to quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition. There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination, capture the flag, or team deathmatch, and perfect your tactics in the highly competitive War-type game mode. Faceit competitive toolset is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards. Kill enemies, win matches, and rank up to demonstrate your Battalion 1944 prowess and unlock visual customization rewards. Each season will bring challenges for you to complete and medals to unlock, whilst tracking your in-game accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compare them against your friends via in-game leaderboards. Halt the Axis offensive in their tracks with the rapid-fire PPSH, or take fire with pixel precision with the Mosin Nagant, and a whole host of new weapons just as deadly as their owners. With a range of environments to test your skills in, and a variety of weapons at your disposal, play as a team and compete to be top of the leaderboards. Available now on Steam.
celebrate the oldest joke in the book. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future.
That's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back.
The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. That's him. That's Volthree.
Sin Eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
This world's beyond saving. Like those who try to save it. This world has had its fill of heroes. Everything we gave. What was it for? For this moment. For the one possessed of her blessing. For you.
Through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But
they are gods after a fashion, yes. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
This is the story of Ardora, a continent of Lapis. A tiny spark here ignites the flames that would embroil the entire continent in conflict. A conflict later spoken of as the War of the Visions. Leonis, ruled by the Red Lion Monarch, possesses the power of visions as well as twin princes. Horn, the great Western Kingdom, governed by a policy of peace and its brave and wise king. Fennis, where the king of the savages has organized the barbarian tribes into Ardora's mightiest militant state. Wezet, the great Eastern Kingdom, over which reigns its icy despot. Crystal Sanctum, a religious city-state with believers throughout Ardora, founded by one who claims to be God. Each burdened with its own dignity, thus is the curtain drawn on a struggle in which the fate of nations rests. All is for one's homeland. War of the Visions. Final Fantasy. Brave Exvius.
Woke up in the morning, it's a long road. Kissed out in the evening, it's a long road.
At once. Try to keep up. This just got a whole lot more interesting. Is that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cap, they got pulsar tanks!
Tony, Thor, the cables! Cap, what's going on over there?
What's your status? Should head back.
No, stay on task. There's still civilians on this bridge. Damn it, they played us.
Some say they were set up. Others call them murderers.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Well, we all lost something that day.
But that's not how this story ends.
Well, what are we waiting for?